Good morning. Where's that coming? Oh, I know where that's coming from. Jeez, I forgot one thing. Oh, forgot one plug. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 05.2.2025. Don't want to finish the month too quickly. Current time is 6:06 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. We made it, folks. We made it to the weekend. All you working stiffs, all you have to do is make it through the workday, and the weekend has started. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, where we are broadcasting on X Live. Let me check the X Live. We don't have anybody. Oh, we got 2 viewers over there right now. Thank you, viewers from X Live. We have 2 viewers on X Live, and over on the, oh, let's see, I forgot that one. Let's go over on the Facebook. I forgot to make a post there on the Tioga Fire Prevention Facebook. I post like 10 spots before coming on, so, and I forgot one there. But over on the Fireman Rich, we don't have to post because we are live on the real Fireman Rich page. And let's see, let's turn off the closed captions there, and we'll check it out. Yep, we're up and running there. And I forgot to bring up that. God, I'm always forgetting one thing here. Forgot to bring up the Kick page. We were on Kick also. So that's 3 platforms there. Let me see how we're looking on Kick. Oh, we're looking pretty good on Kick. Let me just turn the volume off. We're on Kick. So that's 3 platforms. We're also on Twitch, YouTube, Locals, and Rumble. Rumble Studios is giving us 7 platforms. We're on 7 platforms. That's what we're trying to do on the morning coffee. Of course, last night I did Let's Talk Football. I'm only on 3 on there. I'm on Rumble, Twitch, and X Live for the Let's Talk Football. We'll talk about that during the sports segment. But we are getting our day started. I do have the morning coffee, and I'm already sucking it down here. My first cup of the day. And it would not be the morning coffee broadcast if we did not have a good cup of coffee, cup of Joe there. No, not you, cup of Joe, this cup of Joe, as far as that goes. So working on a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD, and there is Tony D. Tony D. I need some pics from you, my friend. Good morning, Tony D. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster, and positive start PSTTD. Good morning from Tony to the missus. Good morning, Tony. How you doing, my friend? Let's see. I need some pics for you, my friend. You weren't there last night to make the picks, so let me give you. Let me go to the sports section here, so you can give me your picks. I'll get you first thing, and the Captain Rehab, hopefully he is here this morning to come in. The picks are, you've got the Renegades and Battlehawks tonight, Showboats and Roughnecks, DC Defenders and Panthers, and San Antonio and the Stallions, Birmingham. I don't know who you're going to take on that one. Let's see. And Tony's saying hi on the Rumble. He's saying he's got the weather. We're going to get to the weather here in a little bit. He's saying hi from Rumble. He's got the weather on the Twitch, so he's checking out the platforms, and I know he's going to be. So let me know if you need me to repeat that again, Tony, the picks as far as that goes. So let me get my little list out here. So when you do pick them, I can put them down on the list, because I do still write these down. Okay. So let's see, UFL games. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. You got, let's see, you're going to pick St. Louis, which is what I picked, and then you're going to be picking Memphis. Oh, you're going to take that one too. You're going to take Memphis, and then you're going to take Michigan. I took DC, and you're taking Birmingham, and I took Birmingham too. So the only difference we have is, what is it? You're taking let's see, St. Louis for Tony, St. Louis. So I'm taking St. Louis also. You're taking Memphis. You're looking for the upset, huh? And you're taking Michigan. I'm taking DC. You're taking the favorite. So you're taking Michigan, and we're both taking Birmingham. I don't think Birmingham. I don't think San Antonio is going to win. Okay, thank you, Tony. You're on the board then, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. So appreciate that. As far as that goes, there's Tony's picks as far as for the UFL Week 6. And we had a little excitement last week with that 108-yard kick 6. The Memphis, and they practiced for that, where they missed the field goal. They were trying, Birmingham with 3 seconds left in the first half was going to try for a 63-yarder, and then the one kid brought it back 108 yards. Best run I've seen. That's the play of the year right there. I don't know if you've seen that replay, Tony. I showed it last night. It's on ESPN. Who is the kid? The kid is what is his name? let's see. Isaiah Henney. I don't know if you know that player, Tony. Isaiah Henney. He takes the kick six, 108 yards to the house, and that helped in the win there for the first win for the Showboat. So I think they might take. We'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about that in the football as far as that goes. And let's see. Oh, they're playing again. Okay, for you. Okay, so we'll check that out, and during the sports section there, as far as that goes, and maybe if I got time, I could dig up that replay. But we are getting our day started this morning, folks, and I say good morning to you all that are just that are watching, and appreciate that. You're taking a little bit of your time there. We do have the morning coffee. There's Jack. Jack is up and about. Have the windows open so he can admire. We got the lawns mowed yesterday. The lawns are all mowed. They look nice for the weekend. That looks great. And we had some rain last night, so that's good that I mowed the lawns and they look really nice. Neighbor needs to mow their lawn. Okay, let's see what we got. But the weather's, let's see what the weather's going to be. Oh, there's that. See, the grass is so long, there's a trail being made by the cats that go back behind our house and cross over into to our neighbor's house. Currently, though, there is 57 degrees Fahrenheit outside. That's come down a couple of degrees. I don't know why that came down. It's 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 13.8 degrees Celsius. So it's a nice temperature. You can see I don't have the hoodie. It's nice and warm in here. It's actually 72 in the house, but it's 57 outside. So that's good. No, I want world times and temperatures there and stuff. So we get to that. Okay, there we go. But our weather for today on the docket is looks like mostly cloudy this morning, and we got some clouds. There's blue skies out there, blue skies, and all the flowers, the white flowers the green leaves are coming in on the pear tree right here outside the window. Mostly cloudy this morning, scattered thunderstorms developing this afternoon. High is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cool. That's nice. Winds out of the west by southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And chance of rain, 40%. So we may get some rain. Sun rose this morning at 6:01. That's 14 minutes ago. The sun rose. 6:41. No, 6:01. 6:01. Yeah, but it's 6:16 now, so it's 14 minutes ago. 6:01, 14 minutes ago, the sun rose, and it will be setting at 8:06. Man, we're getting a couple minutes there. Wasn't it just 8:02 on Wednesday? Oh, well, it's been a couple of days. Okay. We're getting that extra daylight each day until the summertime. And let's see, our world times and temperatures as I speak in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:16 a.m. Clear sky, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:16 a.m. Currently, clear sky, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in New York City, the jungle, the concrete jungle, as I call it, at 6:16 a.m., 6:17 a.m., just changed. 6:17 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. It's cloudy with some sun peeking through, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony D is at, we have a temperature of 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And Warner Robins is south of Macon, and Macon is south of Atlanta, Georgia. So Atlanta, Georgia is like almost dead center in Georgia, I think, or thereabouts. 86 for the high, 64, mostly clear today down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that weather update there. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to Cork, Ireland at 11:17 a.m. Cork, Ireland, cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy at 12:17 a.m. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan, Italia. Sunny and clear, 70. 79 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:18 p.m. They're 12 hours ahead of us here. They're sitting down to dinner, and we're going to be sitting down to breakfast here after the broadcast. Kuala Lumpur, sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 7:18 p.m. in their evening. It's raining in Tokyo, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, great friends of the United States of America and allies. I really appreciate and do enjoy saying that for the Aussies there. In Melbourne at 6:18 p.m., clear skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:18 p.m. in their evening. Also, cloudy skies, little clearing. You can see the moon, I guess. If the moon's out. Is the moon out? Let's see. What phase are we in? Oh, it's only 23% visible. But 63 degrees in Sydney, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. We're going to have a great day today. A really great day. Let's see. We do have a thought for today. And our thought for the day, bring that back over here and bring that tab over here, comes from a quote from, let's see, do I have it up there? Surface 3 is running slow. Let's see, let's check while that's loading up. Let's see what we have over there. Got notifications. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. As far as the salute, my friend. Appreciate that. And we have 2 people still on X. Thank you very much as we get our day started here. And let's see, Facebook. Thank you for the like on the Facebook, Tony. You covered all the bases, my friend. Thank you very much. We're on all cylinders. And over there on Kick. How many people we got on Kick? We got anybody on Kick? I don't see a number, so I don't think we have anybody. I thought I saw a number there. Oh, there it is. 1 viewer. We have 1 viewer on Kick. So thank you for that 1 viewer on Kick. And we have 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, nobody on YouTube, maybe 1 person, and 3 people on Twitch. So George Bernard Shaw, a quote from him. George Bernard Shaw, known at his insistence as just Bernard Shaw, was an Irish playwright, critic, and political analyst. His influence in the Western theater, culture, and political politics extended from 1880 to his death. And beyond. So he was born in Dublin, and he passed away in 1950 at age 94. Man, he lived a full life. Wow. What are we doing, Jack? What are you looking at there? Oh, I thought you were looking. You gonna go sit? Oh, he's eyeing the chair back there too. And his quote and our thought for the day. Man, I'm really sucking that coffee down. Goes as follows. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stopped playing. It's all in the head, folks. I am old, but I don't stop playing. Look at what I'm doing right now. I'm playing with the live streaming, and it's fun. That's one of the main reasons I do this is because it's fun, and it's playing. You have to be able to play, have a sense of play, and as far as that goes. So, but George Shaw, George Bernard Shaw, I'll call him Bernard. He doesn't like to be cited, but he emphasizes the importance of maintaining a playful, youthful spirit throughout your life. And I think I've done that for the most part. Sometimes it's a little bit too much, and as far as that goes. But the quote suggests that when we emphasize our inner child, pursue our passions, and remain open to new experiences, that's what it's all about. Life is. we could stay young at heart and avoid the stagnation that comes with not playing. That's when boredom sits in. Believe me, I'm retired now. I don't want to get bored. That's my greatest fear. Boredom. Oh, I don't have nothing to do. I'm doing it right now, folks. I'm doing it. I'm living life here as far as that goes, and I'm sharing it with you all. And I appreciate, again, from the heart, you all being out there to support that with your views. And if you're listening to this on the replay, which we do replay the audio on Spotify for Creators, I want to thank those listeners over there on that platform, and as well as the people here on the live streaming platforms that you're taking a little bit of your time, and that means a lot. That does mean a lot. That gives me a real get up and go in the morning time. That's why I do this. It's fun to do this. And I'm always one that if we have if we have two or three, if I just get two, I'm happy with that. It's just, I know it's setting the bar low, but we've had great success here, and it's all because of the viewers and also the conversation that we do have in the chat, which is greatly appreciated also. So George Shaw, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Thank you, George Bernard Shaw. God bless and Godspeed. That's a great quote. They're all great, but that's just re-emphasizing the fact and giving us permission to play, right? Okay, there we go. Our national day today, let's see, we have a selection as far as that goes. We have School Lunch Hero Day. Okay, the lunch ladies the missus used to be a school lunch lady back when the kids were in grade school. She was on the line there. We have National Space Day. That's a nice one. I like that one. National Life Insurance Day. Okay. National Truffle Days. I know if Tina was here, she'd like that one. Tina's just indisposed. She's taking care of something today, and we wish her well, and we hope she has a nice weekend, and we'll be seeing her Monday as far as that goes. She gave me a DM last night saying and I appreciate that. It's always good. She's a regular viewer here and a contributor in the chat there off of the Twitch side, and she gets on the Rumble side too, I guess too. But have a good weekend, Tina. If you're watching this on the replay, I know you'd like National Truffle Day, but I'm going to go with National Space Day because I am a space nut. I love space. I love all there is to deal with space as far as launching those rockets and even those people that say they're astronauts just because they went across the line there. I don't know. Technically, I guess you are an astronaut, but you got to push some button. You got to do some sort of function to be an astronaut. An astronaut, you're doing something in space. That's just taking probably the ultimate of amusement park rides. It's a lot more than that. I know that, but let's see. Hashtag National Space Day dedicates the first Friday in May to the extraordinary achievement, benefits, and opportunities in the exploration and the use of space. The goal of the observance is to promote math, science, technology, and engineering education in young people. If we did not have math, if we did not have science, we wouldn't be going into space. Math is the language of science and technology and engineering. The hope is to inspire the young and have them pursue a career in space, especially a career in space-related jobs. So it's hashtag National Space Day today. So you see an astronaut, hug an astronaut, even if they're technically not an astronaut because they just took a ride. I guess that's a going saying. My feelings are they can call themselves astronaut, but they're not really. You went to space and you came back. That's like saying you're part of. I went to a Joe Bonamassa band and I sang in the audience, but I'm part of the band. No, you just went and saw and you came back. So yesterday we did have the well, on the Fireman Rich audio podcast that we had yesterday on Spotify for Creators, we had one Tuesday and Thursdays. That's when we have those. When we do the audio on that platform, we okay. What happened to my? We talked about a particular. Oh, let me bring it up here real quick. Here, it'll be quicker to bring it up here than it would be to bring it up on the surface street. We talked about the. Oh, what did we talk about? We talked about a space probe that's on its way to towards Jupiter, and it passed by a asteroid. But this asteroid is in the shape of a peanut. NASA's Lucy mission provides humanity's first picture of a peanut-shaped giant asteroid, and this thing is huge. So we talked about that in the Good Story on the audio podcast. It's the same format I do on the live stream. It's condensed a little bit to 30 to 45 minutes. And but the one thing is I bring a good, interesting story after the National Day and Thought for the Day. And this was concerning an asteroids. The NASA's Lucy space probe is a 12-year journey to study Jupiter's Trojan asteroid in the main belt asteroid belt, aimed to uncover insights and early solar system formation planets. Because these asteroids, they are the building blocks of the solar system. Okay, they built they are the building blocks of the solar system, and but it's on its way, and on its way, it passed by this peanut-shaped. Is there a name for it? I think they had a name. Oh yeah, that's right. It's called the Don Johnson. John Johnson. That's the asteroid. It's a this NASA's Lucy space probe flew by, and it's about a 5-mile long asteroid. So we don't want this puppy hitting the Earth. So that's why we got to keep tabs of these asteroids as far as that goes. And it was an interesting story. So it's these space probes, they provide a lot of information to us as far as that goes, and that's always appreciated as far as, and the technology that's involved in those things, just to be able to fly something like that and to beam back pictures. They say the full data of this flyby won't be downloaded totally for at least another week or so, a couple weeks. So, but that's pretty cool stuff. Okay, let's see. We got that one, and let's see. What do we got now? Okay, history. 80 years ago today, the Third Reich surrendered to Berlin, or surrendered Berlin. The surrender. They surrendered in masses, and World War II ended in the West as more than 1 million German soldiers officially surrendered across their positions in Italy, Germany, and Austria. A Red Army soldier was famously photographed draping the flag of the Soviet Union down over the Reichstag, which is, I guess, one of the official buildings there. Of course, Hitler committed suicide back 2 days ago, back in that time frame, April 30th. So that was the end of World War II in Europe. Of course, we're still fighting it in Japan. And V-Day, Victory Day in Japan, VJ Day, Victory in Japan, over Japan, wasn't until August. So it wasn't until May, June, July, 3.5 months later. And as far as that goes. 1902, the first science fiction film talking about space was released, A Trip to the Moon. I've seen parts of that. That's a silent movie of taking a trip to the moon, as far as that goes. Let's see. This is a classic. I've seen Dustin Hoffman played in this. This is one of Dustin Hoffman's best performance, but I don't think. Yeah, in 1949, Arthur Miller won a Pulitzer Prize for Death of a Salesman. That's a great play and a great book. Well, it became a play, and it wasn't at 49. It was probably after that because Dustin Hoffman was probably a youngster then. In 1969, the Beatles recorded the new George Harrison song "Something" in 36 takes with Billy Preston on the piano for the Abbey Road LP. In 1980, this is a classic. Pink Floyd's "Another Brick in the Wall" Part 2 was banned in South Africa, showing its potential to influence people. Oh, really? Oh, man. Uh, let's see. Year 2000, President Bill Clinton announced accurate GPS access would no longer be restricted to the United States military. At one time, the GPS was classified. They did not want anybody else, so they released it back in the year 2000. And 2007, 1,876 guitarists gathered in Poland to play Jimi Hendrix' Hey Joe and set a new Guinness World Record by gathering in the city of Wrocław, the city's market square, to play the biggest guitar ensemble in recorded history. That's something. That is something. You know what? I didn't even say. I don't think there is a. Yeah, the 28th, the 20. That's still April, so it's every Monday we get 100 years ago. So I did check. I did check, folks. Let's see here. Um, let's see what happened here. What the hell happened? We don't have any AP history. Let's see. Let me check this again here. Let's bring this up on the main screen here. Um, let's see. For May 2nd, in 1890, the Oklahoma Territory was organized. And before that, in 1863, during the Civil War, Confederate General Thomas Stonewall Jackson was accidentally wounded by his own men at Chancellorsville, Virginia. He died 8 days later. Yeah, that was a big battle there. And in 1932, Jack Benny's first radio show, sponsored by Canada Dry, made its debut on the NBC Blue Network. And in 1941, General Mills began shipping its new cereal, Cheerio Oats, to 6 test markets. The cereal was later named Cheerio. I eat Cheerios. I actually eat Honey Nut Cheerios. I love them. That's my, I favor them. But the thing is, Honey Nut Cheerios has more, they got a little bit more sugar than Honey Bunches of Oats. I thought it would be the opposite because Honey Bunches of Oats taste taste a little bit more sweeter. But I love Honey Bunch there was one time I was TDY down at Tyndall Air Force Base when I was in the United States Air Force, and we went down there for red flag, civil engineering red flag exercise, and I was the fire chief. I was a senior ranking NCO for the fire department, so I became the fire chief for the 2 weeks that we're down on the site. And we played war games, base survival and stuff like that. And the fire department, we had to go on base because there's a portion of the exercise we had to do an egress. So it was a closed camp. We're allowed to go on base, and we were there. We did our egress training. We did our egress training on an F-15, and that's the aircraft at Tony. Very easy egress. Very from a firefighting aspect. Very technical, but from the engine, the the entrance for the air intakes. They provide a very good platform. I remember that, and it was very simple, like 3 or 4 steps to get that pilot out after safety in the seat. But afterwards, that's the main part of the story. Is we were able to go to the BX before we went back to our closed camp, and this was out in the boonies, and we actually we traveled there in BDUs. And back then, this was like what 1994, summer of 1994, 1995. But I went there and I got a big old box of Honey Nut Cheerios because those MREs, after being there for a week, they were getting a little old. They did all the officers, the civil engineering officers, they all chipped in. They bought the whole squadron pizzas. They went to this one pizza place and says, "Can you make us 100 pizzas?" And they just said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, we want 100 pizzas." They closed the shop down because they took care of that one order. It came in a pickup trucks, and everybody got their own pizza. It was great. Take care. Give me a pizza because week after a week, almost a week and a half, that you don't have any regular. You're just eating MREs, man. Even if it was cold, it was still good. So some good memories here. So that's our history portion there. Let's see on our sports. Let's see, and I'm still not seeing anybody or any of Captain Rehab to get his picks. So he might be SOL. Let's see on the NBA. They're finishing up. Yeah, it looks like they're still finishing up. The Nuggets and Clippers are tied 3-3, so they got to finish up. And it looks like the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks won. So the Knicks are going to be playing the Celtics. Ooh, wow, that's cool. So for the Western Conference, Nuggets and Clippers will be playing tomorrow night to finish out the Western Conference. Let me see something here. The Western Conference. And the Knicks will be playing the Celtics this Sunday. They beat the Pistons. What did they beat the Pistons at? 116-113 last night. So, oh, wait a minute. You got the Nuggets and the Rockets and Warriors still have to play. They play tonight, this game 6. So the Rockets aren't out of it yet. Warriors are leading that one. So the Eastern Conference, they're still looking at they're still looking at let me go to let's see, can I go? No, I can't go to the Western Conference. How come they don't have the Western Conference? Because I guess they haven't finished yet. Let's see. So but game 1, let's see, Sunday, time to be determined on both games for Sunday. The Pacers and Cavaliers playing in Cleveland. Cavaliers are going to be tough. They're going to be tough. And then you got the Knicks and Celtics. I'll be watching that series. I want the Celtics to win, but that's going to be a very good basketball game there because I don't know if the Knicks could take on Cleveland because that's who they'd go against. Because Cleveland Pacers, yeah, what did the Pacers end up at? Let me see. What did they end up in the? Oh, Pacers were number 4. So you got the top 4 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be a good series. That's number 1, the Cleveland Cavaliers against number 4. And then in the Western, okay, Major League Baseball, the boys of summer. Let's see, we have how are we doing on time? Well, we're running pretty good. That's because there's not that much chat today. Everybody's enjoying. They probably have nice weather where they're at, and oh, that looks, yeah. We may get some rain. We may get some pop-ups. Let's see, boys of summer. Starting on Wednesday night, we had Yankees lost to the Orioles, unfortunately. Okay, 5-4. And I don't think the Mets played. They played last night, though, I think. Yeah. They lost to the Diamondbacks 4-2. Okay, that's not good. And Yankees did not play last night. So today, you're going to have the Yankees and the Rays. And the Mets are off today, I think. Yeah. The Mets are playing the Cardinals. So that's going to be that's setting it up for the weekend. That's the teams they're playing this weekend. Mets and Rays tomorrow. And I think Yankees and Rays tomorrow, and the Mets are off. And then Sunday, we'll have the Mets and Cardinals, but the Yankees are off. So that's the lineup for baseball right now. In the standings, let's check the standings. I haven't checked this. Yankees are in first place. They are 2 games ahead of the Red Sox. Woohoo! I haven't checked the standings, so that's good. Tigers are leading the American Central, and Mariners are placed first in the American West. In the National League, the Mets are in first place. Okay, I didn't know that. That's great. Mets are in first place, 3.5 games ahead of the Phillies. Okay, go Yankees and Mets. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And then let's see, Cubs are in they're the lead in the Central for National Central and National West. You got the Dodgers. They're winning out there. So that's our standings right there. I haven't looked at the standings before today. That's pretty cool. Of course, UFL football. Tony, are you still there? Let's see. Just seeing if Tony is still there. Are you still hanging out there, Tony, or did you go back to work? Let's see. Let me see if I can bring this up. Just waiting to see if Tony is still there. For UFL, we had the UFL football, Let's Talk Football broadcast last night. It was just 30 minutes, quick, short and sweet. But tonight you got the Renegades going into St. Louis to play the Battlehawks. They're both 3-2. St. Louis is favored by 3.5 points. I picked the Battlehawks. Tomorrow and that game tonight is on Fox at 8:00. And on Saturday, you have the Memphis Showboats. Me and Tony are picking the Showboats for the upset over the Roughnecks. Showboats are 1-4. Roughnecks are 2-3. But the Houston team, they're not that. They're okay, but they're not that. Showboats can pick. If they beat the Birmingham in overtime, they can win this game. But this is down in Houston, and we'll see what happens. But that Houston is favored by 4.5 points. And that game is at 12:00 on ABC and ESPN Plus. Sunday's game, there's 2 of them, 12:00. You got the DC Defenders and the Michigan Panthers. I picked the DC Defenders to win. They're 4-1. Michigan Panthers more than capable of taking on the Defenders, but they're 3-2. But I picked the Defenders. I'm going with that. And then that game is on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Michigan is favored by 2.5. On the 4:00 game, you got San Antonio against Birmingham Stallions in Birmingham, and Birmingham is favored by 10 points. That tells it all right there, as far as that goes. And that game is at 4:00 on Fox. So, but I was going to show the chart. I don't think Tony's here, so I'll just say that Captain. No, let me see if I can bring it up. What the hell? I have it right here. Let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. Minimize. And we're still waiting on Captain Rehab. If he doesn't get it, if he's not here on the second half, he's going to miss out on week 3 picks. Let's see. As far as he's let's see. Let's bring this up here. Turn this off. Oh, what's this world? I've never seen that before. What is that? Huh. I've never seen that. What's that one? I wonder if that's for kick. Okay. Anyway, I got sidetracked there. Let's see. Let me turn off the banner here, and we'll bring this up as far as the overall after week 5, the standings right there. And here are the standings right now. And you can see Captain Rehab, he has 12 wins, 8 losses. Tony and me are tied at 10-10. And if Captain Rehab does not get his picks in, he's going to miss out. And, he usually shows up during so he must have got tied up doing something. So he's 2 games ahead. So depending on what happens, Captain Rehab could probably miss week 6. And if Tony and me only get 2 wins, which is possible, or else even 1 each, Captain Rehab still. So he's got a two game lead right here. So maybe that's what he's planning on doing, because there's only 4 games, and they're close games. So you can see we're all close. So there we have the standings on who's the picks as far as that goes. So it's week 6. It's getting a little exciting because we had that pick, that kick 6 last week. You don't see them. That's a rarity. 108 yards. That's still amazing. Still amazing as far as that goes. Manchester City football. There's no game, or is there a game? Oh, there's a game today at 3:00. The Wolves. And am I going to be able to see that? Let's see. What is that playing on? It's on Peacock. I got Peacock. I could stand Peacock. Now I have it for free because it's on Spectrum. So that's at 3:00 this afternoon, and we'll be watching that on the TV back here. I guess we may not be playing any PUBG Battlegrounds. We played some yesterday with my good friend Wingnut over there in Scotland. We had some good games. He's given me some good tips on improving my gameplay as far as on the computer here. And he's a big time Manchester City. He has season tickets. He didn't go to the game that Manchester won on to get into the FA Cup finals. He didn't go see that game or go to that game because it was too long of a drive, and it should have been played at the home field there in Manchester. But associating with Wingnut, I've become a Manchester City fan, so we'll be watching that. So go blue today, beat the Wolves. And currently right now, Manchester City is 4th in the Premier League. So that's good. They got to stay in 4th to stay in contention as far as for the championship, I guess, next year for the league. That's a long soccer. The soccer season is a long soccer season because they play the regular season, but they're also involved in other games and other like the FA Cup. And Manchester City is going to be one of 4 teams that come in here to the United States for a mini series and stuff like that. So I'll be stoked about that. So today at 3:00, Manchester goes against the Wolves, who are in 13th place in the Premier League. So it's cool. I have to say the soccer, the European football is almost a little bit more interesting than you. Other than that kick 6 last week, that was a very interesting, fantastic play. But the soccer, to me, I think it's because Manchester's a good team, and I'm finding a newfound passion for the sport of soccer. And sports are great. If you're not into sports, then there's something wrong with you. You're not. That's not nice. And the missus says that's not nice. Well, you know how I like sports. What's your favorite sport? What would be your favorite sport? I'm not into sports. But if there was a sport that there has to be something. Everybody has a favorite sport. I don't. No? You don't care for sports? You think sports is a big waste then? I didn't say that. I'm just asking the question. I know you didn't say that. I'm just asking the question. It's just not my thing. It's not your thing. Okay. Asking a
question, but then you throw it out like it's a terrible.
Oh no! I just asking. Let me clarify. I'm just asking it as a question. I'm not insinuating you hate sports, but
I don't say I hate. Yeah, you insinuate.
No. I'm not insinuating. Correction. Okay, we got that. So let's put that off the side. Okay. No, I just that's the thing. You never really, because there's times when I sit down and watch football. You'll sit down there and the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, it's a good game. So
I guess if I had a favorite sport, it might be sometimes watching football, but generally I'm not.
Because I remember back when we first got married, the Giants were in and you loved the Giants. I remember there was one game Phil Simms was getting beat up on. You said, or was that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Anyway,
she gets excited in sport. I do, because I just figure she doesn't have a favorite, but she isn't. She likes sports when it's an interesting game, and she got involved in the soccer, but it's a little bit too long for her, as far as, especially if they're losing, because soccer, if you don't get that first goal, boom, it's like, why am I bothered watching this? Especially if it's 2-0, man, it's basically over with and stuff. But she can get excited on sports. I can attest to that. And so I didn't want to insinuate she didn't like sports. She likes sports. She just doesn't like the regular play. Well, she doesn't. No, there's no like or dislike. She just she'll get involved in sports. But there's some people that outrightly say they don't like sports. Which I think there's something screwy upstairs, because there's got to be one sport. Even freaking, what's that, pickleball or something? Even golf is. There was one time I didn't think golf was a sport, but that's a sport. NASCAR, that's a sport. I think a sport, if you can make a bet on it, it's definitely a sport, I guess. The sport of betting. There we go. Okay, that's it for the outline there for the morning coffee. We're going to go ahead and take a break here because I need to get some more coffee. And we have crickets. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something. Let me do something here. We have crickets right now. I like that. That's cool. Crickets. We have crickets in the chat right now. Let me do that again. We don't have that active of a chat right now, so we have crickets. Okay, but that's okay. That's no problem. It's a Friday. Everybody's busy getting ready for. They probably have, summer's. We're in the swing of spring right here. Full spring on spring and some nice weather. People are just probably getting out, doing their thing and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, so we're going to go ahead and take a break and refresh our coffee here because I'm about out. There we have it. I got to go get a second cup, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the news here. So you guys just hang loose, and we will be right back after. I think. Oh, the missus. It sounds like the missus is taking care of the cat boxes. So, but we'll be right back. I got to get a second cup of coffee here, and we'll be listening to Bubblegum Ball Game. And we're back. We are back. It's on the loop. Forgot to hit the button to take it off the loop there um, on the Rumble Studios there. But we are back. Let's see if audio is still good. We got our second cup of coffee, and I want to say hello to everyone. Thank you for being here. And let's see, we have in the chat though, we have yeah, we got crickets. I'm loving that. That's a new sound we're adding to the show there. I like that. But it is a Friday, and everybody is probably getting ready to have a good weekend and stuff. And we made it to the weekend, and that's all it is about when we do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee. Got the morning coffee, second cup of coffee here for the Friday morning coffee for this May 2nd, 2025, a new month. And here at Rumble Video Broadcast. And we're using Rumble Studios, and we have currently 6 people total on the tote board here. We got 4 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Thank you. Got 1 person on YouTube, 2 people on Twitch, and we are on Kick. I don't know why, but we're on Kick. We got 1 viewer over there on Kick, and we are on the Facebook. And I don't see the number on Facebook, so I guess if I don't see a number, there's nobody there. And over there on X Live, we have 2 folks still over on X Live. Thank you, X Live viewers. I like X. I am on X at Fireman Rich. It's a great place to be. As far as that's my mainstay for social media. I post on probably, 10, 12, 13, 14 different places. But X is my mainstay. I like X at Fireman Rich. I know some people have some heartburns against X because it's associated with Elon. There's some things I disagree with Elon, but I like Elon. Elon's an alright guy. So you got disagreement. That's your bag of donuts and stuff, just like, but I still can't believe they're keying Teslas and burning Teslas, and they don't realize he only owns 12% of the company now because it went public. Now, when they start keying, Falcon 9 rockets and the starships, then there's a concern. Well, there is a concern with the Teslas. They shouldn't be doing that. It's just not right. It's just not right. But we are here and we are having fun doing the broadcast. Like I said, it's a start to the day. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD, and this gets me going. And it seems like we've been doing this for a couple years now, since the HAPS days. And again, we repurpose the audio over there on Spotify for Creators, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning broadcasts, and in an audio pod. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we do the regular Fireman Rich audio podcast, which is a short format of this format. But we just have an added feature there. We talk about an interesting story. And we talked about, was it yesterday, the NASA Lucy probe that's on its way to Jupiter to look at this one big ass asteroid. But on the way, it saw a peanut-sized one that's about 5 miles long. Can you imagine a peanut-shaped asteroid that's 5 miles long? If it hit it would. I think that's almost bigger than the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs back in the day. So. But we are here. We're second half is usually we look at the local news here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Full disclosure, I have no association with these news agencies. We look at Fox 40, that's the local Fox affiliate, WBNG, that's the local CBS affiliate, Channel 34, they're the local ABC affiliate, and out in Elmira, there's WENY, that's the local NBC. No affiliation, but they have news articles I'd like to present here on the second half of the morning coffee broadcast, because it opens up and it shows a little picture of my neck of the woods here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I grew up, and we came back to. And some people say, "Are you crazy? Taxes are high there in New York State." Well, where I'm at, they're not too bad, and being retired, they're not that bad. So I like it here in New York. I like the 4 seasons. And let's see. What do we got on Fox 40? Anything of interest? They don't have the 100 years ago. It's all, it's only on Mondays now. So let's see. What do they have for the news? Anything of newsworthiness to bring up? And there's been some Fridays we haven't had anything. Feast for the Beast. Oh, this is a favorite. This is a favorite of mine. The Ross Park Zoo. I love the Ross Park Zoo. Is here in Binghamton, New York. This is a place. If you were to come visit, you have. There's certain things you have to see. This is one of them. The Ross Park Zoo. It's a small zoo, but it packs such a big pack. So let's go ahead and put. Oh, Jack's being chased. What are you doing, Buggy? You chasing Jack? Buggy, what are you doing? Hey, psst, 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 hey. They love the park. Let's bring this one up here. This is a good start here. I love talking about the zoo, Ross Park Zoo. It's a great zoo as far as that goes, and I've been there many times. One of the field trips I took when I was a kid in grade school at Appalachian Elementary years ago. Geez, when did I go to? Oh, that was back in the early '60s. That's when I went to kindergarten. But I think I went to Ross Park Zoo was it second or third grade field trip. But I've been there since. I've taken my kids here. I haven't been there since last summer. I got to go this summer and stuff. It's a great thing. I love seeing the penguins, or the little penguins they call them. They're down there in this Antarctica. Let's see. Let's bring it up. What am I doing? I got to turn the campaign off. Okay, the scroll. Where's the scroll? Oh, there it is. Got to turn that off first. Okay, and we're doing the present. Here we go, Fox 40. Again, full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40 News. And here's the news bit. And there's a Ross Park Zoo. They have Feast for the Beast returns to that's an annual thing that they have, and it's a pretty cool thing. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Chase, the event is returning to Ross Park Zoo that allows guests to take a walk on the wild side. This year's Feast for the Beast dinner is set for May 22nd from 5 to 7:30. All funds go towards the zoo, and there will be raffles ranging from baskets to golf packages to a getaway in Lake Placid. Tickets are limited, and the cost is $50 for members and $65 for non-members. This includes food, entertainment, animal spotlights, and a whiskey tasting. There will also be a cash bar. We do have a look at the menu on our website. That's WICZ.com.
So pretty much a fundraising for the park, which they do these things, and this place, these animals they're taken care of. I mean, they're another the animals that are there, the red pandas. They've got red pandas here. They just had last summer. Was it last summer? Yeah, last summer they had some babies there, and that was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I love Ross Park Zoo. And it's only like a 20-minute drive from here in Binghamton. It's right up there in the neighborhood of the Roberson Museum, which is another great place to go and visit. As far as that goes, they have a planetarium there too, which is they put on a good show. As far as that goes, so that is Feast for the Beast, a dinner there to help support Ross Park Zoo. And let's see. I'll put that there. We'll check Fox 40 to see if there's any other. That was a short one, but it gave you an idea of seeing some of the animals. They have the cougars there. They have all sorts of animals. I mean, you go there, you can see the whole thing in a couple hours and stuff. It's not, I would love to. I love zoos. I think, what was the last zoo we went to? There's a zoo out in Wichita. The Syracuse Zoo. Syracuse Zoo is a good zoo too, up in Syracuse, upstate. That's about a 2-hour drive from here. But we went to the Syracuse Zoo, Wichita Zoo. We've been to the Honolulu Zoo, and we've been to Augsburg, Germany. They have a zoo there. Oh my God, that's a great zoo. And I've been to San Francisco Zoo, so I've been to a number of zoos. I would love to go to. There's a zoo out in Ohio. And then the Bronx Zoo is supposed to be pretty good and stuff. They're huge, and they take care of the animals now. It's not Let's see, what else do we have on Fox 40? Let's see, I think that's it. So let's see, WEBO, that's a radio station here in Tioga County, and they usually have some good news, but it doesn't look like they have anything. Oh, here's something. Let's see if this comes up. They have a wrestling match going on here on June 7th, they were talking about. But that's what the news doesn't want to come up on WBNG here. Let's see, local news. Let's see. For Tioga County. Oh, the page is stuck. Let's go to my hometown news. Is it? No, it doesn't want to. Let's try refreshing it. Oh, okay, here it goes. Here it goes. The second annual. This is on. What's up, Jackie? Jack, you want to come up? What's going on? Huh? What's going on? You okay? What's wrong? I got Jack right here. What's up? You want to come up? Oh, why don't we just hang loose a little bit? I think Jackie's. Well, let's see. Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna pop up here on the thing? Come on, buddy. You gonna come up? You wanna get up there? You want me to put you up there? Huh? Come on. Wanna come up? There you go. There you go. There you go. You wanna get up there? Huh? Oh, you batting me, huh? What are you batting? You bite? Okay. Oh, I think he might want to go to the bathroom here. So why don't we just we'll put it on hold here for a second. I'll be right back, folks. Let me take Jack to the bathroom here because the cats are blocking his way. And let's see. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. And it was. Jack had to go to the bathroom. Other cats were blocking his way and stuff. So he's sitting right here. He's looking up. I need to go to the bathroom. The other cats are. It's the other cats. He's intimidated. He's the oldest cat, and he could probably knock them on their asses. But he's sitting there now. He's wondering he's hiding with the other cats because the younger cats like chasing him around, and he's the oldest, and so he comes to me. I'm like his bodyguard as far as that goes. So okay, let's see here. Continuing on with the broadcast here, we're looking at WEBO, which is a local radio station here, and they have a news article that I will read, but I will bring up their page as far as that goes. And let's see. Here we go. It's let me bring up the page. WEBO radio station I listen to. It's here in Tioga County, here in Owego, New York, and it's a great radio. I think it's a great radio station. And Captain Rehab, you made it here. Okay. Let's see. We have second annual duels on Dempson Desmond All-Star Wrestling Showcase set for June 7th. This is a big deal. This is the second time they had this. And I went for a walk yesterday. Mrs. didn't go with me, but I was listening to this on the radio when I was walking on the golf course. But for the second straight year, some of the best wrestlers in Pennsylvania and New York State will compete on Desmond Street in downtown Sayre this summer. Sayre is about a 10-minute drive from where I'm at. The second annual Dulles on Desmond All-Star Wrestling Showcase will return to Sayre on Saturday, June 7th, with youth varsity and varsity girl matches between all-star teams from Pennsylvania and New York. Last year, over 1,000 fans flocked to Desmond Street. 1,000 people. And Sayre is a small community, but it's a nice community. The big thing down at Sayre is Robert Packard Hospital. It's a very renowned hospital there. But they'll flock to Desmond Street in Sayre to watch the first ever. Oh, this was last year. It was the first ever Dulles on Desmond, and they were treated with 3 outstanding duels last year. So they're going to redo it again. Organizers are expecting an even bigger crowd this year as enthusiasts for the unique event continues to grow. The first ever Dulles on Desmond was a huge success. We saw great wrestling on the mat, and the atmosphere was outstanding with live music and food trucks on Desmond Street, says Kyle Williams, who was one of the tournament organizers. So this is an actual wrestling. It's not your WWF or anything like that. As soon as we wrap up last year's event, we started planning the next one. We have put together an awesome lineup of wrestlers and coaches, a great local band, Bad Idea. I never heard of them, but that's a local band. We'll be back to perform before the wrestling begins, and we have some outstanding food and drink trucks that will be on hand. So it sounds like a big outdoor party here. There are some incredible matchups already set, including varsity girls battle between 2 state champions and a varsity boys showdown between a pair of state medalists. A complete lineup will be released in the near future. I think it's going to be on their Facebook page probably within the next couple of weeks. The event will begin with Big Idea performing from 2 to 4:15 p.m. Opening ceremonies include a presentation of colors by the Army National Guard, and the event will begin at 4:30 with the youth dual kickoff of wrestling action at 4:45. The varsity's girl duels is scheduled to begin at 6, and wrestling boys will wrap up the event at 7:45. Times are subject to change depending on the length of the matches. The second annual Dulles on Desmond Street is brought to you by the United Train Facility, Army National Guard, Wells Farm, NT site, blah 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 blah, and so that's on the that's over there on the WBNG or WEBO radio station. And that was a picture, and actually that picture there, that's a picture of the mat that I guess they had last year. So there's quite a bit. I think the streets are going to be full on Desmond Street in Sayre. So there we have that, and let's get to the thing. And there's Captain Rehab. I saw you, Captain Rehab, but I wanted to finish that article there as far as that. Good morning, Captain Rehab. And now that you say that, that's where I got mine. I don't laugh about colonoscopies, Captain Rehab. I know that's the butt of all jokes sometimes, but colonoscopy is a very important thing to get, okay? I don't laugh about that thing, just like I don't laugh about getting my prostate taken, because that's where I had my operation. So Sayre Hospital is a very, it is world-renowned and is a very class act hospital, okay? That's where I had my surgery done as far as my cancer, the removal of my prostate. And I'm a cancer survivor and Sayre Hospital. So I don't joke about Sayre Hospital. So please don't joke. I'm just a friendly thing. Don't, when I tell you that's a serious I don't joke about Sayre Hospital because they do a lot of great work as far as that goes. And as far as I know, people like to make fun of a colonoscopy. Have you gotten a colonoscopy? Have you had your prostate checked? I'm serious, because prostate cancer is very prevalent in males, and you don't have to wait until you shouldn't wait until you're 60 and stuff like that. It's very, very prevalent. Okay. Like I said, I'm not joking about colonoscopy, my friend. It's important stuff, because I've known some people that have passed away from prostate cancer and also colon cancer. So I don't joke about that subject. Okay. It's not a jokeable thing. Oh, incidentally, I need your picks there, dude. You weren't there last night. Do you have your picks? Tony gave me his picks for this week. So let me bring up so you know. This is you missed it. So let's see. We have the status as far as where we're at and the picks. It goes as follows. You're still in first place. And if you didn't show up, you would have been SOL. So I need your picks. Here's the standings right now. Me and Tony are 2 games behind you. That's how close it is. Okay, so what are you doing? What are you doing, Bug? Are you chasing Jack? Jack, you okay? Okay. So and let's see. The missus is busy right now, Captain Rehab, so I can't cue her up. Do you know who's playing? Do you have an idea who's playing? Let me tell you who's playing here. First game tonight will be the Renegades and Battlehawks. They're in St. Louis. St. Louis is favored by 3.5. Then you have Showboats and Roughnecks. Houston's favored by 4.5. And you got Defenders and Panthers on Sunday. Defenders are favored. Or no, Michigan's favored in that game, which is surprising, but they're at home. And then Brahmas against the Stallions. And let's see, Captain Rehab says, let's see, I was going to give you a week to catch up. Oh, I was going to say, if you were 2 games ahead. It's only 4 games. So let's see, you're going to pick. Let's see, I write them down still. So let's see, Captain Rehab, he is taking St. Louis. Okay, we all took St. Louis. So just to let you know, the second game you are taking the favorite Houston. Oh, that's going to be the game. Both me and Tony took Memphis. And then let's see, the third game you're taking Michigan along with Tony. Okay, I took DC, so I could catch up with you if I win all my games. And then you're taking Birmingham. Oh, you're going to take San Antonio? Are you serious? Really? Wow, you are brave. You are brave, my friend. I guess we're going to catch up. I don't know. Birmingham, they did lose to the Showboat, so, and I think that was at their. Did you see that? What is it? That Kick 6 by Ivan Hennessy. What's his name here? Isaiah Henney. He takes a kick 6, 108 yards. They were going for that field goal. The missed field goal return. Yeah, check out the replay on that on ESPN. They have it. I played it last night. I'm not going to play it this morning. But I played it if you watched a replay of last night's Let's Talk Football, I have it on there too at the end, towards the end. That's got to be the play of the year. that's better than any NFL. I mean, I got that. That's got me excited about NFL or UFL football. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. He's the guy that he returned the missed field goal, 108 yards. That's unreal, isn't it? That is freaking unreal. Let's see. Nothing there. Okay. Let's see. Banner. No, we're going to leave the banner down because we're still looking at some news here, and we got Captain Rehab in the chat, which we appreciate it because you know what, you know what we had in the chat before you got here, Captain Rehab. This is what we had. We've had very little activity in the chat here, so Captain Rehab's in here. I love that sound. I just came across that. That's cool. What are you looking at? Is the kitty cat out there? Oh, the birds are flying. What are we looking at, Bug? Huh? What are you looking at? You're all spooked. Your tail's all fluffed up. Is that alley cat out there? Yeah. There's a cat that goes back and forth. I think Bug is all fluffed up. Crickets. Yeah, there we go. You like that? That's a new sound. I'm going to incorporate that. Usually, for the folks that are watching now, we do have some people here, and also the people on the replay. We usually have a very active chat on Fridays. I mean, last Friday, I spent the first hour just chatting and stuff. But sometimes it rolls like that. That's no big deal. I can talk to an audience of 2. I have been known to talk to an audience of nothing. I've talked to myself, but I have fun doing it. So let's get back to the news here. So that was WEBO, WNBF, which is another radio station I listen to in afternoon. Oh, they have one here. This is Captain Rehab. You'll like this. Do you like a good buffet, Captain Rehab? Do you like a good buffet? There's a place up in Johnson City, New York, that I go to. And we started going here when I was still working. We would go here every couple of months. And this place, this article is on the, my goodness, what's my goodness? Let's see. No, we don't want that yet. I'll get to stop sharing. I got something else here. We're moving on to the next news article here. This is a place here in the southern tier of upstate New York that I love patronizing, and I haven't since it's been over a year now. But they're retooling. I guess they got closed down and stuff. But what is it? Let me bring this up here real quick. Here, this is we're going with this one. And this is the Buffet Star. Vestal. Oh, this is in Vestal. This isn't in Johnson City. This is in Vestals. This is on the south side of the Susquehanna River, up in the Triple Cities area. Vestal Buffet Star restaurant to reopen after a sudden close. And I think they had some health issues. But this still is a good place. A popular Vestal restaurant located near Binghamton University campus, because Binghamton University is in Vestal, even though it's named after the city of Binghamton. Closed 3 months ago. Oh, okay, it was 3 months ago. About to resume operations. Buffet Star has posted a grand reopening announcement online. According to the statement, the restaurant on Vestal Road is scheduled to reopen Friday, May 9th, which is next Friday. The business on February 3rd announced that the establishment would be closed temporarily. The shutdown followed a January Broome County Health Department inspection. I know. It's a Chinese. It's an Asian restaurant and stuff. Our records indicated 2 critical violations and 10 non-critical violations were found. So, yeah, I know it's a buffet, and as far as that goes, so there's the news article there on WNBF, which is 1290 AM and 95, or what is it, 90 92.1 FM, and they're at WNBF.com. But we love the buffet star. The guys I would go to work, we would go up there, we'd have a couple beers, make a couple rounds to the buffet. I never got sick at it. I never got sick. It was a great place. I know people are a little, the missus, she said, no, not for me. They have some pretty decent sushi. I've eaten the sushi there, haven't gotten sick. I enjoyed it. Yeah, mouse poop. Mouse poops on the kitchen floor. Yeah, but what restaurant doesn't have those? Okay, never killed anyone. Exactly. I think it's a great place. I enjoy it. We go up there of late here. It was 2 months ago. I met up with the guys that I used to work with. We meet up every 2 or 3 months, and it's great seeing them because they always ask me, "Are you going to come back, Rich? Are you going to come back?" And it's been 2 years, and it's like, it's been 2 years. No, I'm not going to come back. There's no need for me to go back and work. I've been retired. I'm going to be turning 67 here, and I said I thought about the idea of retiring when I retired at 65 that I would go back to work after 67. Hey, Daniel 0880, haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How have you been? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. How about those New York Knicks? Yeah, they're going to play my Boston Celtics. I'm excited. That's going to be a good series. If the Knicks win, I'll still be rooting for the Knicks, but I think the Celtics, they may be one up on that and stuff like that. Let's see. Captain Rehab says, my fraternity house had to replace the oven because it caught fire from cooking after grease. Yeah, grease buildup. You got to watch out for that grease buildup. Over 30 years and never been cleaned. Oh, that's just a ticking time bomb. The people that came to pick up the old oven told us that 30 years they've been doing it. Our oven condition beat out the worst Chinese restaurant. Oh, really? That's something. But you got to, just from a firefighter standpoint, Captain Rehab, I used to do those inspections when I was in the Air Force. When I was a fire inspector, I'd go to the on-base restaurants, and that was one of the things. They were sticklers about that. They had to be squeaky clean. I mean, if even there was a little bit, they could be shut down, and they would clean it. As far as that goes. Yeah, what about the Mets and the Yankees? They're both in first place there, Daniel. First place. I haven't checked the leaderboard and stuff. I thought the Yankees were second and the Mets were like third or fourth. They're both in first place, so that's good for the New York, and we got the New York Knicks in the conference championships there. So for basketball, so that's pretty exciting stuff. So we talked about that in our sports segment, which was pretty cool. And that Knicks Celtics series is going to be very interesting. So it's got me. When is that game? Is that game tonight? Let me see. NBA. Let's see. The NBA. I talked about it here when we had the sports, but you guys are just coming into the chat. Oh, no. What's no, Captain Rehab? Oh, not tonight. Oh, okay. It's not tonight. Yeah, I think maybe it's Sunday. Yeah, I think you're right, Captain Rehab. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's Monday. Monday. Pacers and Cavaliers are Sunday, and then the Knicks and Celtics are time to be determined. May 5th. That's Monday. Okay. The Western Conference, they're still figuring it out because the Clippers are going to be playing tomorrow against the Nuggets. They're 3-3, and the Warriors and Rockets. The Rockets came back. So, of course, I'm right. Okay. All right. And yeah, it's not tonight. The last Knicks game was last. Yeah, that's true. They got to take a day off. Probably right. That is it. Let's see. Did you have any doubts? Yeah, Captain Rehab. There's our Captain Rehab. The Nuggets will advance. Okay, is that who you're picking in the? Okay, because it's tied right now. So yeah, Clippers. Who do you like in the Warriors Rockets game? Rockets are coming back. Warriors, they're stumbling a little bit as far as that goes. I don't know. I haven't seen any of those two teams and stuff. Warriors, Captain Rehab says. Okay, what about you, Daniel? What do you think? Warriors or they'll wrap that tonight, yeah. So basketball, they're getting ready to go to the conference semifinals, which will be interesting. And Daniel says Warriors too. Okay, they're the favorite. We'll see. I don't know what, Warriors, they've always been a good team, but the Rockets, they came back from 3-0 or 2-0, I guess. And this is down in they could tie. This is down in Houston. Warriors, this is going to be Sunday night at 8:30. So we'll see what happens there. So this is the most activity we had in the chat all morning here as far as that goes, because you know what we had before? This is what we had before. I'm loving that sound. That's a cool sound. We got crickets. No game tonight, but next game would be Sunday, but Warriors could end it tonight. Yeah, that's true. Captain Rehab. And let's see. Daniel says, I still remember when you were on Haps. Those were fun. Yeah, Haps was good. Yeah, Haps was good. I could say I miss it, but then I can say I don't miss it because I have just as much more doing this type of broadcast and stuff like that. And hello to silverware grabbing misses.
Hello.
That's Captain Rehab. He's in rare form this morning. He finally came out of his hole. Just joking, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love there, Philadelphia and stuff. Daniel, where are you from? I forgot. I'm an old man, so you gotta. Where are you from, Daniel? Are you out west? Where are you? No, you're from. Where are you from, Daniel? I forgot. I don't have my. Let's see. Hey, and there's Big Juice from Cleveland. He's a Cleveland Cavalier. Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab smoked the pipe like Popeye. Yeah, I don't think Captain Rehab smokes. Big Juice. Good morning, Steve. And Captain Rehab throwing it back to Big Juice. There we go. We're getting the activity here in the second half. Big Juice coming in from Cleveland or from Ohio. Steve there. But Daniel, where are you from? I forgot. You haven't been here in a while and stuff. I just, if you're still there, I'm not sure if you're still there and stuff like that. So, but let's see. What else do we got? Let's see. Channel 12. Let's see. Binghamton. Big Juice. No Cleveland again, Rich. An hour away from. Oh, that's right. I know you're not from Cleveland. You're in Ohio. You're outside Cleveland. But you're for the Cleveland Cavaliers, though. Let's see. What do we have on WBNG? Anything? Oh, we're talking about the. What was that restaurant we talked about? That was the Buffet Star. Here's an article on WBNG that talks about SUNY, State University of New York, Delhi, culinary team heads back to the Nationals. Oh, that's interesting. That's a local school here. Let's go ahead and bring this up and see what this is all about. Let me turn off my thing and let's listen to this.
Delhi culinary team will be heading back to the Nationals for the second straight year. Tona's Key Savage spent the day with the Broncos squad to see how they're preparing.
In 2024, SUNY Delhi Culinary Squad claimed second place in the National American Culinary Federation Student Team of the Year competition. In July, they are heading to Las Vegas looking for the top spot for the first time since 2012.
Knowing kind of the routine and what needs to be done to get to where we want to be. And then all of us, not just me being as a captain, but all of us stepping into, I guess, bigger roles because we know what to expect. We know what we need to do to further what we did from last year to this year.
The team of 5 students has 90 minutes to cook a 4-course menu of seafood, salad, meat, and a dessert, with the Broncos embracing the high-pressure moments.
I felt like I wasn't meant for this environment, for this atmosphere, but with the team, like competing in the kitchen with other competitors, the pressure, it was just gone. I felt like more relaxed, more confident after competing.
Only 60% of the judging comes from the quality of the food, but the other 40% is how the group works in the kitchen as a team.
It's a tough thing to do because you're under the scrutiny of kitchen judges, and they're walking around. They're watching every little thing you do, from every knife cut to everything that you're putting in the garbage. So it's really important that they're able to kind of hold their composure.
Victor Somo has been a coach with SUNY Delhi for 15 years. While winning 2 nationals, he believes this team's connection is special.
Out of all the teams I work with, we probably had the closest bond with one another. And without that, it's kind of impossible to have a successful team.
The Broncos test the cook's skills under pressure before they even join their team, with each season having tryouts at 4 a.m. Keith Savage, 12 News, Delaware County.
So SUNY Delhi, a lot of good colleges around the southern tier and stuff. SUNY Delhi is one of them. They have looks like they have a culinary arts curriculum there as far as that goes, and we wish them well and hope they'll win another national championship. It's one of those little known things here about what's going on in the southern tier of upstate New York, and so SUNY Delhi. That's Delhi is just outside Binghamton. Of course, you got SUNY Binghamton, which is the community college in Binghamton. You got Binghamton University, great university here in the southern tier. Of course, you have the Syracuse to the north university. You got Cornell. Cornell is just a 20-minute drive from where I'm at. And Elmira College, that's a good college there too. So we got quite a bit of good education here in New York State. And let's see, what else we got on WBNG? Let's see. And as far as news, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, was it crews respond to a house fire? Let's see what this is about. Crews respond to a house fire on Griswold Street. Griswold, that's from the National Lampoon movie, in Binghamton. Let's see what they have to say about this one here. Being an ex-firefighter, I always key in on the firefighting stories here, and we'll see what happened with this one here.
Good evening, and thank you for sticking with us. I'm Nicole Long. We start this half hour with some breaking news. 12 News' Aaron Lawler is live on the scene of a house fire on Griswold Street in Binghamton. Aaron?
Thank you, Nicole. We are here on Griswold Street, where we just got news that there was a working basement fire. Now, we are unsure of how the fire started, but it does look like the fire is out. I'm going to step out of the way so that we can show you the scene here. Binghamton Police, Binghamton Fire, and Binghamton EMS are all on the scene, and Griswold Street is currently closed. So if you are looking to go onto this street, there is no way for you to get on right this second. They are putting up some police tape to block out all of the people who are coming by to see the scene. We are unaware if there are any injuries. And again, we are unaware of how the fire started, but make sure to stay with 12 News as we get more updates, because we will bring them as soon as we get them live. So if you are looking to...
So what you have here, you look at the scene, you got the EMS there, they're standing by, and they're just sort of nonchalantly, this is just my perspective as a firefighter here now. That if you look at the scene, the firefighters, they have their gear on, they're standing outside, they have their air packs on, nobody's really in a sense of urgency. The fire is out at this point. Now, given the report that it was down in the basement, what's in a basement? You have your heater. So probably started with probably the heater hasn't been serviced properly, and I would put almost even money on it that. But I'm not seeing any smoke or anything like that. It looks like the front door is open. They might have a window there open for ventilation, but it's just like it doesn't look like. And the reporter there did not report any what is it? Loss of life or injuries as far as that goes. So I would have to say, let's see, the captain of the Binghamton Fire Department, fire and assistant fire marshal gave information on the fire. The captain said the fire started in the basement and was contained there. So as soon as they got on scene, so the fire is more than likely started in the furnace and they produced a lot of smoke. So if it was contained, that means it was right there. And it looks like it remains under investigation. Minor there's no injuries. Okay, I'm just looking at the context of the article here. Overall, no injuries were on scene, so that's a good fire. So that's probably what it pertained to as far as that goes. And okay, our good friend Michael Bathurst is broadcasting right now. Okay, he's over there on. Just got notified of him being on YouTube. So he's Michael Bathurst. He's our friend from Canada. As far as he's got a new picture there, he looks too official with his shirt, with the suit. You know, he's got a suit and tie. It's like,
no, okay, up in this game.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's from a firefighter perspective, though. That's a good fire right there. Where the fire department showed up, the EMS showed up, and nobody got hurt, and they contained the situation, and that's a good response right there. So I like hearing the stories where there's no injuries. Let's see, what else do we have in the news on WBNG? I think that's it for that particular channel there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to WAAL. Those are the same articles that are on WNBF. That's the radio station, 91.1 FM, The Whale. Classic rock channel. Let's see, channel 34. Anything on channel 34? They're talking about the Vestal. You wouldn't go to the Vestal or the Buffet Star. No, I said I knew she doesn't like the buffet. Let's see, nothing on channel. Let's see, WENY out in Elmira. What do we got out Elmira rate? Anything? Oh, we got another fire. Let's see what this one's about. We got a structural fire in Big Flats. Let's see what this one's about as far as that goes. And there's no video, but there is a picture of the. Let's see if I get this set up. Let me get this set up, lined up here first. There. Okay. No injuries reported. So that's again, I always look at the fact that if there's no injuries, that's a good fire. But on this particular fire, let's see, during the early mornings of Thursday, May 1st, which is yesterday, 3:40 a.m., emergency crews responded to a structural fire at a attached garage located on Alley Kane Drive in Big Flats. The town and county fire department of Tompkins and the Tompkins Corner Fire Department arrived on scene to put out the flames around 7:30 a.m. Big Flats Fire Chief told the local news here that the garage, this is a garage fire, sustained minor damage. However, officials say the residents cannot live there for now due to fire-related damage to the electrical wiring connection in the house. Officials reported that there were no injuries as a result of the fire, and that's a good thing. That's always a good thing as far as that goes. So fire out there in Big Flats, that's out in Elmira, the Elmira area as far as that goes. And let's see, what else we have for news on WENY. That's out there in Elmira. I think that's it for there. Okay, let's see. What do we... let's see, Channel 18 out there in Elmira. Oh, here we go. Let's see, is this Captain Rehab? We're talking about Guthrie. Here's an article about Guthrie. This is Guthrie Corning Hospital. Hi, Furry. Oh, there's Jack. Yeah, Jack is up on the. He's just.
I'm leaving now. You noticed me? I'm leaving.
Well, he's got
You're
bug
not
over
getting
there.
anything.
He looked like it was comfortable. This is Guthrie Corning Hospital. This is Guthrie is also, they have a hospital up in Corning, New York, and let's go ahead and bring this one up here. Guthrie, they're all over the place here in the Southern Tier. They're renowned. What would you say they're a renowned hospital, right? Medical center and stuff.
They took over Lord's in Binghamton.
Yeah, they took over Lord's Hospital, and what would you grade them? They're pretty good.
I think they're fine.
Yeah, your mother didn't really like them for some reason.
No, she was all right.
That was she, or maybe that was your sister.
No, my sister doesn't. Oh.
Corned beef, Captain Rehab. Let's go ahead and see what this article is. But this gives you an idea about Guthrie, the Guthrie system, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and listen to this one. I don't like the music, so I turned the music off. It doesn't look like they're saying anything about Guthrie here. Okay, let me just read the article then. The Guthrie Corning Hospital was awarded the highest grade from a national nonprofit that focuses on patient safety, according to the release of the Guthrie this past Thursday. Guthrie announced on May 1st that Corning facility received an A in hospital safety from the Leapfrog Group, an independent national non-funded watchdog focusing on patient safety. The grade runs from A through F and are given to hospitals across the country based on more than 30 measures of errors, accidents, injuries, and infractions, along with the measure that are in place to prevent them. So the Guthrie Clinic or Guthrie Hospital in Corning received a good grade, I guess. So they're an outstanding outfit as far as like. You didn't like the music either? Yeah, I gotta be careful of the music and stuff. I've been tagged with the music. All the music I do use is copyright free and stuff like that. I know there's people like Michael Bathurst. He uses the AI music. He does a lot of AI music, and that's come a long way. You know, the AI. I should get, but I just don't have the time for the music stuff. So it reminds me of the intro of CSI TV. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's true. D for what's that? D for diploma? Captain Rehab. Clowning around. That's the Captain Rehab we know. Okay, let's see. What else they got here on? Let's see. There's really not that much, I guess you could say, because we zipped right through this. Oh no, they got the garbage news. I don't show the garbage news. And let's see. We already talked about the skate. Let's see. Going out. Let's see. KISS 102 or 104. I don't see anything articles that pop out at me. Garbage news. Yeah. I don't. Let's see. Let's check out 106.5. That's a country channel up there, WYRK, up in Buffalo, New York. I don't see any articles popping out there, or else other channel I look at up there, same thing. It's Power 93.7. I listen to the Buffalo Bills on there when I can't watch the games. Let's see this day. We don't need that, but I guess that's about it for right now. And let's see. Let's check. We've got 4 people on X. Thank you very much. Let's see. And we've got one person over there on Kick. And you wonder, why are you on Kick? I don't know, because I can, I guess. And then over on the Facebook, because these numbers don't show up in the client, the Rumble client here, the Rumble Studio client. So we got, what did I say, 2, that's 1 and 1. So that's 5 people on that side. We got a total of 8 on the Rumble Studio. So that's 13 people. We got 3 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, 4 people on Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. Greatly appreciate it. What's this world's, I don't know what this world thing is. Okay, we'll leave that alone. And let's see. I'm just checking my, oh, I got something to talk about. Let's see. Yesterday, let me go to my Twitch page here. Let me bring up my Twitch page. Let's bring up the Twitch page, or no, X page, Twitch page, my X page. What used to be called Twitter. This is the X. I'm at Fireman Rich over there on X, and you can see we're live right now. There's the you can see we got 4 people over there on X. Thank you very much, X. And there's the morning quotes this morning. We already went over the morning quote this morning of we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. And as long as I'm doing these broadcasts, be it this type of broadcast, or I do game Lord of the Rings Online and some other games there, that's the play. You got to stay young. And there's the broadcast we did last night. Let's Talk Football for about 30 minutes. You missed that one, Captain Riyad, but this is the big one. Yesterday, I was playing PUBG Battlegrounds, and I got winner, chicken dinner. I got a chicken dinner, folks. And there I am. I 100 players, and I got to number 1. I took out the last 2 guys. I came out that door, and the guy was over down the hall or down the alleyway there. And I just turned around, and I took him out. Winner, chicken dinner, which I don't get too many of them. This is on the American server. They're a little bit easier to get on the American server. I usually play with Wingnut, who's my friend, my PUBG Battlegrounds. He was having problems with his computer. That's why I was playing a solo game. And I do broadcast. I have broadcast this game, but the level of play and I'll probably end up replaying this game on a replay. I do replay my chicken dinners here and stuff. They're fun here on Rumble. So you can look at this one. Will be coming to you shortly here, probably in the either today or tomorrow. But I don't live stream this particular game because it's pretty. I want to use all the resources of my computer for the game because it gives me an advantage as far as that goes. So that's a fun game to play. Of course, I do play Lord of the Rings Online. I've been playing that for 18 years. I was in the beta for it. And you say, why are you still playing an old game? That game is not old. That game is a great game as far as that goes. So I love playing that. I have broadcast Guild Wars. Oh, hang on. You got Steve? Hello. How you doing? What's that? Oh, stay away, pushing 70. Are you gonna pick up? I'm live streaming right now. I'm going to be getting some comments from my. You still have a landline? No. It's no. Are you going to pick up, Pam, or do you want to call back? Okay, she's going to pick up. No, this is good. I'm just finishing up my broadcast here, and they're seeing me talking to somebody on the phone. Okay, I'll see you later. Ciao for now.
Hey, morning.
Oh.
I will. Yeah, right. You.
Okay, we're back. See, probably, I don't know. Could you hear that, Captain? You could probably read my mouth. Captain Rehab's laughing his ass off because I'm on a landline. Yes, I do still have a landline, folks. That's just my wife's older brother and stuff calling just to see if we're still anxious about pushing towards 70 and stuff. It's funny. So I do enjoy broadcasting here, and as far as that goes, and the games. That's how I got started broadcasting. As far as that goes, I did the audio first, and then I exposed onto the game. The last Lord of the Rings game I did televise or broadcast was this one. This is back August 29th, but it was only for an hour because we had a thunderstorm coming in. So I do like doing the broadcast here for Lord of the Rings Online. There it is right there, as far as on Rumble Studios. And it's, let's see. And there I am. That's on the Rumble Studios right there. So when I do broadcast a game, especially Lord of the Rings Online, it's normally I only broadcast to Twitch, of course, Rumble, and YouTube, and that's primarily because of the what am I trying to say? It's primarily because of the when I do broadcast, I want to try and bring the best picture. So I broadcast at Lord of the Rings using what is that program I use? Prism Live Studios, which is a great platform, and it gives me 1080p. I can't get 1080p when I use the Rumble Studios. I can get as high as 7. Rumble Studios will put out 1080p, but if I was to broadcast like this broadcast right now on YouTube and Twitch, and even over there on X Live is at 720p. But when I do Prism Live, I get 3 platforms, and those are the 3 big ones for me: Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. And and then I put the hot link everywhere else, as far as that goes, on the various social media platforms and stuff. So I do really enjoy presenting that as far as that goes. So. But we are, from what I see, we're at the 2-hour mark, and I always love talking about live streaming, and I do appreciate all those people that do live stream, because there's a bunch of great people out there, a bunch of great people that I really enjoy, and that's one of the magics of live streaming and stuff. If you really enjoy live streaming, it's a ball. I love it. But I also like the aspect. I watch more live streams and YouTubes than I do regular TV now, as far as that goes. Like last night, Thursday night is our big night for the missus and me to watch TV. We watch Jordy and what's her name, Mandy's First Marriage. That's a spinoff of Sheldon, which is a spinoff of Big Bang. Continue. It's a good story. They're good characters. And then we watch Ghost. We love the CBS version of Ghost. That's a pretty neat show. And I guess we didn't watch Elsbeth, but we'll be watching that on the replay tonight, Elsbeth. Because Madlock, that was another Thursday night show. That's all done that's a great series right there. Thursday night is a great list of shows that we watch. I grew up watching CBS. And I love the CBS shows. And Thursday night's always a good night. The rest of the night, I don't really watch TV. I watch live stream, or else I'm streaming. The missus does watch. She likes the program The Voice Monday and Tuesday. She likes the singing things and stuff. I don't really get into that type of, I got my fill on the original American Idol, and then after that was like everybody's doing it now. So, and there's a couple people on The Voice I think are pompous asses and stuff, but that's for another time, I guess. But we are at the end of another broadcast, so I want to say thank you for those that were in the chat. That for the most part, we didn't really have that many people, and I think other than we had a whole bunch of these. I had to do that one more time. I just had to do that one more time. I got a copy. I got a bookmark that's. I wonder if the cricket sound is copyrighted. Oh, that's fun. That's funny. But I want to say thank you, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much for being in the broadcast at the start of the show here. Have a great day there, Tony. And I want to say, Captain Rehab, it's always a pleasure to have you in. Thank you for the picks. Good luck. Captain Rehab coming in from coming in from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. And Tony coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia, down there in Georgia. And I want to say thank you to Daniel 0880. God, I got to find out. I forgot where you were from, Daniel. And he's not here. He left. But Daniel was here on the Twitch. Thank you, Daniel. And we had Big Juice. Steve was here from Ohio. Thank you, Steve, for being here. Greatly appreciate it, my friend, in the chat there. Big Juice. And other than that, I'm going to be broadcasting probably tomorrow morning, Lord of the Rings. I may be broadcasting tonight, depending after we watch Elsbeth, depending on how I feel. And usually there was a couple times this week I wanted to broadcast, but it just I'm not as young as I used to be. So I did broadcast Thursday, but the thunderstorm came in. So, but we're going to do some broadcasting of Lord of the Rings for sure. And I'm going to say thank you for those folks that were in the audience viewing the broadcast. It's always greatly appreciate me sharing my cup of coffee with you. Ooh, excuse me. Jackie's back on his chair now. He's all over the place. Thank you for allowing me to share my coffee with you this morning, because it is a coffee broadcast. And for those people that are listening onto the audio replay on Spotify for Creators, thank you for your listen. And oh my God, hold the horses. There's Wingnut. I talked about that Wingnut. Here's my good friend Wingnut. He made it to. I'm just getting ready to end, Steve, because I got to get ready. Me and the missus are going to go for a walk. Wingnut makes an appearance. Yay! Glad to see you here, Wingnut. This is my partner on PUBG Battlegrounds. He is a great PUBG Battleground player, guys. And he's also a very he loves those Manchester City boys that play the football, the European football, soccer. Yes, they play today at 3. Are we going to play PUBG Battlegrounds before that? And Wingnut is saying good day to all. I may be on for 1 or 2 games before the actual game, so it depends. I'll hook up with you. Okay. Yes, why not? Yeah, we can play a few games before the main event, as far as that goes. But glad to have you here, Wingnut. This is a real treat. I spent a lot of time with this guy on the PUBG Battlegrounds and stuff. This guy's a great player. He just knocks them down like bowling pins. He gets a strike every time and stuff like that. Yeah, I was just talking about PUBG Battlegrounds, the chicken dinner I got there, and Wingnut gets his share of them too. So it's just great seeing you here on the broadcast. And but we're gonna thank you for being here, Wingnut. And yeah, go blue today. Go City Blue City or Manchester. And I get to see it. It's on Peacock, so I'll be watching it. Let's see. Jane and I. Oh, you did? Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Did you play FPP or did you play TPP? You probably, because Jane. Oh, Wingnut laugh. Oh, Wingnut, you're cool. You're a good guy there, my friend. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's we got to remember that when she comes in, because we can always switch it over and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the thing, folks. Oh, my Surface 3 just went out. Why did that go out? Oh, did I plug in? Why is that going out? Huh. Not sure why that went out. The power went out on my Surface 3. So I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast here, folks. And thank you for being here, Wingnut. Great. That's a real treat having you here right at the end. we're going to go ahead and shut this down. Again, I want to say thank you to all who were here. Greatly appreciated. And you can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich, which is my mainstay for social media platforms. And we'll be seeing you. You have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And Wingnet says, okay, see you later, my friend. Ciao for now. Yeah, ciao for now. Wingnut, thank you. And you all have a great one wherever you may be. And live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. And we are out of here with Skateboard. Take care, folks. Thanks again.